live from a bunker inside Damien's Azores 5-star hotel. It's BIZ Nuggets Thursday edition of Business Pants. Joined again by no one at all. I'm the one true Matt Moscardi, Lord of Board Sabermetrics. In today's unfunny bag of butter-covered nuggets called January 5th, 2023, butter-covered nuggets. That's coming up top. Thanks to our sponsor, S-Gage, your ESG data solutions provider. And also a reminder, next week we have some big shows you won't want to miss, including our annual Prediction-gasm, where we predict the future and go over our 2022 hits and misses. And next Thursday, 1 week from today, Vivek Ramaswamy, the founder of Strive Asset Management and the author of Woke Inc., will be with us to play the good game and talk about the anti-woke movement. But enough about that. Let's get this going. Cue the music. All right. BIZ Nuggets time. Let's do this. First up. So for our new product, Board Sabermetrics, which measures the power and performance of board members, we're looking to place an ad. Ideally, we want it to be seen by primarily minorities, preferably identifying as part of the LGBTQ plus community, but only those that like Parks and Rec, because that show's great, and anyone that doesn't listen to Steely Dan. He seems very unwoke to us. And also, they should be working at a major asset manager and have a Lakeview apartment that cost at least the USD equivalent of $1.3 million. Can you do that for us? Headline of the week. Meta's personalized ads violate privacy and EU court ruled. And what is the most obvious, long-standing eventuality, an EU court finally ruled that Meta cannot use personalized ads because they violate user privacy. Duh! Is anybody surprised by this? No one. In our 5 days, and I don't get the same amount for more than a month, honey, pack your bags. We're moving to London. Fuck this country. It's going entirely to hell. Headline of the week. Top bosses set to surpass annual pay of average worker just 5 days into 2023. This is for UK firms listed on the FTSE 100. And just for reference, last year, the average CEO pay ratio in the US was 330 to 1. So for US CEOs, they have to wait an extra 36 days. More than a month. They should be pissed. Capitalism sucks. This trout is delicious. Where did you say it was from? Headline of the week. A fire at a Wisconsin dairy factory melted butter and clogged up a canal. That's right. There was a fire in Portage, Wisconsin at a dairy factory, and the butter melted and clogged the canal that drained into the Wisconsin River. If you're wondering what the ESG angle here is, the best I could come up with is the clog may have implications for rainwater flooding upstream into the Fox River, which could really do damage to the seven annual tourists that visit Fort Winnebago along the river, where Redbird, the Winnebago chief, whose people were unjustly incarcerated after the U.S. government was worried they might mine minerals in their own land, invited them to a cabin for refreshments, and then attacked them, and then he was forced to capitulate. So, yeah, ESG. In our Ask for Comment, the CFO said, quote, "We are well positioned to capitalize on this large market opportunity through our holistic approach to consumer health solutions. Further, we think the name Kenvue, named after a Ken doll, which evokes blondness and wholesome consumer sales, and AccuView, which is our flagship contact lens brand, really captures the potential addressable market we intend to capitalize." Headline of the week. Johnson & Johnson files for IPO of consumer health division Kenvue. Who vets the names of these things? Kenvue? Really, Kenvue? That's the best you could come up with? In our, did you hear? The The woke LA Times now thinks that male and female actors can equally play Marvel superheroes. It's disgusting. Everyone knows that it takes different skills to wear skin-tight green bodysuits that will be fully digitized later. Everyone knows. Headline of the week: LA Times promotes gender-neutral film awards. That headline's from the National Review. That's right. The National Review disgusted by gender-neutral film awards. Something that matters to no one, anywhere, ever, anyway. In our good news and bad news, we did find a tumor in your brain that will probably kill you. That's the bad news. The good news is it's really only a modest tumor. Headline of the week: Chevron CEO defends record profits as modest return over time. Modest. There's a modest return. In our Elon says we're not allowed to use any of the toilets until he personally tests them first, but I don't know. It seems like he doesn't even do the if it's brown, flush it down part of that saying. So does anyone have a bucket I can borrow? Headline of the week: Dirty bathrooms force Twitter employees to bring their own toilet paper after Elon Musk fires janitors. I don't know if this is real, but what is happening there? Why does anyone stay at Twitter? What are you staying for? Because it used to be like the good pay and the perks and you wanted to change the world. You can't even wipe your own ass anymore. That seems problematic. I'm just saying, I'm not going to work there. And they never asked me. In this latest release, we've added a number of features, including a wheel with the latest in turning technology and a pedal that injects liquid energy directly into an AI-related central hub we like to call an engine that creates near frictionless motion. Headline of the week: Ford updates the Mustang Mach-E UI. Now you can turn a knob to change temps. Just so you know what that means, Ford has a giant iPad attached to its Mustang Mach-E, and the user interface did not include a knob to change temperatures. They had to add that later. Clever. In This just in, an employee at Tyson Foods cross-dressed as a nanny in order to see his kids after he was told he wouldn't be allowed to because he drunkenly broke into a stranger's house and fell asleep, a move he said was inspired by Mrs. Doubtfire. Headline of the week: Employee arrested and charged with stealing over $302,000 after authorities say he was inspired by the movie Office Space. Two things strike me. Number one, the movie Office Space, 1999, still stands up today. It's great. Number two, $302,000? When it's over $302,000, you just say more than $300,000. That's what headline writing should do. No one says more than $302,000. No one's like, that extra $2,000 really put me over the edge. No, that's just bad headline writing. So to anybody who is currently working for Fortune, where this headline came, you got to work on your headline writing. No, that didn't count as a tag. No way. You are such a cheater, Carl. Oh, fine. New rule. Before you tag me in the next game of tag, you need to show me ID that proves you're tag eligible and write an affidavit proving you don't discriminate by targeting me as your primary tag target. And if you don't, I won't play with you anymore. I just won't, Carl. Headline of the week: Pornhub is requiring viewers in Louisiana to verify their age with a government ID as part of a new state law. This is on the back of yesterday's headline: Louisiana conservatives consider ban on liberal business agendas. Louisiana, you do know Mardi Gras happens there, don't you? I don't know what's going on, but dial it back. Hey Ma, your burger bun is the 9th most likely thing to kill you or make you develop hives. Tell Dad. Headline of the week: Sesame just became an official U.S. food allergen. So why are restaurant brands now adding it to foods? This one, is a little bit weird to me. I'm just going to say this. I apologize if you're allergic to sesame seeds. Sesame allergies affect 0.1% of the U.S. population. And sesame in foods is really limited to basically burger buns and like tahini. There's not a lot of sesame in foods. Bit weird that anyone would get outraged about restaurant brand adding it to foods. Because everything's an allergy to somebody. I'm just saying. Look, write me angry letters. But it means you're listening to the show, so good. We got 3 more in our I'll take your bomb cyclone and polar vortex, and I'll raise you an atmospheric river. Headline of the week: California braces for powerful atmospheric river storm. I also saw a headline that suggested that after basically 2 decades of a perma drought, the hope is that the sky will dump 20 years worth of water on the state in the next 48 hours. That sounds like a good idea. That's what we should be rooting for. That sounds healthy. There are 2,600 of them? Doesn't that feel like a lot? I mean, I know it's a population of 8 billion people, but 2,600 is like a whole town worth. Okay. What if we did a story that was just billionaires who were self-made? Wait, there are 700 of those? Jesus, what about self-made white guys? 600? Oh, fine. Write a story and just focus on the dead ones. Headline of the week: the billionaires who died in 2022. That's out of Forbes. Because we can't get enough of our billionaires. We should cover the ones that are dead now. And finally, in our big, gross, stinky, smelly, sweaty bag of buttery BIZ nuggets, in our all headlines should be phrased this way forever headline of the week: Serena Williams' husband, Alexis Ohanian, targets Elon Musk as he dishes out physics-based advice to the controversial CEO. Serena Williams' husband, not the founder of Reddit, which I believe is what Alexis Ohanian is. No, not the founder. Was it Reddit? Is it Reddit? Yeah, it's Reddit. He's the co-founder of Reddit. No, he's Serena Williams' husband, which is correct. That's all we've got. Come back tomorrow. We're going to wrap up the week. Welcome to 2023 again. We'll see you next week for big shows, but come back tomorrow and we'll do more of what we do. Until then, goodbye.